Good day, collective. I am Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. I am doing this live reading today for the overall energy for the upcoming week. I decided to bring it out into my living room. To bring in some Christmas spirit. So I hope you guys are all doing well and everybody had a great weekend. My birds are playing tonight, so therefore we're going to make this quick and to the point. No lollygagging and no. I'm gonna jump right into this. Like I said, this is a general reading for the energy for the upcoming week and card pull. So let's go ahead and see what is coming in for the week ahead. We're turning pain into something more valuable, something that we can grow from. Transmuting pain, fool's embrace. So we're turning the pain that we have experienced from this year into something that we can learn from, and into something that we can embrace and realize how we've grown from this year, the lessons that we've learned, the things that we can take with us. So it's really important that as we wrap up the year, we recognize where we came from the beginning of this year, how much we've grown, how much we've put into the things that we have experienced. You know, for people, it's going to be different for everybody. You know, have you grown from the experiences, or have you been in a pity party? Have you decided to make positive changes, or are you stuck in a cycle? So right now is a time to embrace the what this year brought to us and take the lessons from it before moving on into 2026 with this fool's embrace, transmuting pain. So let's see what other energy this deck has for us today. I'm Sarah B. This is Just Be Tarot. Jumping right into this reading. I had mentioned earlier that my birds are on tonight, and I am trying to get through this, not messing around, no lollygagging, no stalling, just trying to get through. I hope everybody is well. So I'm going to do the overall energy for this week, and then I'm going to move on to the questions in the chat. Okay, so we have Fallen Angel, Spiritual Narcolepsy. So some of you might be experiencing a lack of faith, or a lack of, maybe not necessarily faith, but maybe you haven't contacted your higher power or been in touch with your higher power. Maybe your spiritual practice is lax. Maybe what you used to do, you don't follow through with anymore. And I feel like the universe is giving you a sign right now to come back to that, to fall back into your old habits of your spirituality, of you meditating or journaling or whatever it was you used to do. Maybe it was yoga, maybe it was just exercise, and that brought you to, you know, your mind and focused on your breathing and your body. It could be anything. So whatever it is that you've fallen away from, Spirit saying now's the time to embrace that again. There's a lot of downloads and messages that you need from your guides, guardians, ancestors. You are a healing light, and there's messages that you need to bring through to people. So people are paying attention to you and see you as an inspiration. So try connecting with your higher power because there are messages and that need to be heard so you can bring it forward. All right, let's see if there's another thank you. Okay, so we got two. The Divine Matrix, Galactic Mushroom. So this has to do with, and it's funny because I just saw a question. Usually I don't answer questions or touch on questions until, I'm through with the overall energy. But it touched me because Alicia, hi Alicia, says, my mom died before Thanksgiving, and I'm so sorry for your loss, Alicia. Um, is she still around me? Now, our bodies are energy, so energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be changed. So, yes, your mom is still around you. Energy cannot be destroyed. She's surrounding you. So, what you have to do is call her in. Call in her energy. She wants to be around you. All right, my mom passed away. Gosh, it's 14 years now. 5 days before Christmas. And this time of year is really, really hard for me. And it has been ever since that year. And every year I struggle with it, even though now I have grandkids. Yes, it makes it a little easier because, the magic's still there for them. And, I have other people, but I didn't even put up a Christmas tree a lot of years. I didn't, it's just a really tough time. So I understand. Um, Losing your mom is a really tough thing, really hard, especially around the holidays. So I will be thinking of you, Alicia, and there's no doubt in my mind. It's science. Okay, of course she's around you. Energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transmuted. All right, so that brings me back to the divine matrix. That's where your mom has turned into this divine being, has crossed over to the fifth dimension. So when you think about, I feel like this card came out to as an example of this is where you'll find them in the 5D, in the divine matrix. They're divine beings. Oh my gosh, wow, Alicia, I am so sorry. That's a tough load to carry. But I do feel like I said, they're divine beings now. And you can rest assured that they are all with you. As well as everybody else's beautiful ancestors, guides, and guardians surrounding us. All we have to do is call them in. We have Skybridge, possibility for union. So some of you might be catching up with old friends this week. It could, it's a union. So doesn't need to be romantic. Some of you might be called to a meeting with a friends or a discussion with friends, or being called into maybe there's a plan you have, maybe you are getting together with a team at school, maybe there's a group project or there's a group project at work. It's about really coming together. And it doesn't matter, it could be, like I said, romantic, but it doesn't have to be. Coming together with somebody, forming a union. people with like minds doing something for a reason, whatever that reason may be, but joining together with somebody. Okay, so let's move on to the next. Let's do forest spirits. I'm all over the place here. I'm in my living room right now. I wanted to come out and get some Christmas spirit going. Like I just said, it's a hard time of year. My dad actually passed away several years ago, right before Thanksgiving. My mom, like I just said, passed away right before Christmas. So it's definitely not an easy couple months in November and December. I would love to see them pass quickly. They don't always, but I'm trying to also make it fun for other people, for grandkids. I'm trying to raise spirit and teach them about Yule and the start of how Christmas came to be and all that kind of stuff. So it's I try to keep my spirits up and my chin held high and get through the best I can, but not every day looks pretty. I do have to tell you. We have unicorn spirit, wish craft. Use your imagination as you wield your own magic and make your dreams come true. So working for it, working for your dreams, bringing those dreams into reality by working hard for them. All right, let's see what else we have. Shuffling for the collective spirit. Thank you. We have guardian. Tap into your untamed spirit to conquer obstacles and defend what is dear to you. Dragon spirit. Overcoming obstacles. Things that you come across, things that are blockages for you. Sometimes our energy is blocked and could be that we're stuck in a cycle. It could be that we find things hard. It could be because we don't think we're worthy. But this is saying there's a need to overcome them. There's a need to overcome them and conquer them, so we can move forward on our journey. Okay, let's see what else is coming in. Thank you. Oh, too many. Too many, I was just told. What else, Spirit? What else is coming in? Thank you. Okay, so we had Ignite Change, Fire Elemental. Burn away the old and forge a new path to face the world with purpose and determination. That's the first card I pulled. Taking what we have, transmuting pain, getting rid of the old, letting yourself change, inviting change in to your being. It takes a lot of courage to want to change. But there's a new path waiting for you. You just have to be brave enough to see it. And we have Peacock Spirit. Beautiful, elegant. To shape one's unique spiritual outlook and showcase a colorful future. Be yourself. If you're a weirdo, if you're unique, if you're artistic, be unique, be artistic, be a weirdo, but be yourself. Showcase how colorful you can be, how brilliant you are. You guys are all healing energy and beautiful, bright lights for people. Let people see it. All of you have that sun energy, that clearing, healing energy within you. People want to be around you. Let people see it. All right, let's move on to this deck. I'm trying to go, as you see, I'm trying to be steady with my flow. We have the Eagles on tonight. And we all know that I'm a Birds fan. And I'm going to want to get off of live before the game comes on. So, with that being said, I'm not trying to waste any time. Diving right into it. All right, so what's from this deck, Spirit? What is from this deck? Move on. So if you feel like there's a stagnancy, if you feel like there is blockage, if you feel like you need a shakeup or there's nothing's changing, then it's time for you to move on. Anger management. This is trying to be the bigger person, trying to be mindful of what you're saying, how you're saying it, the tone in which you're saying it, trying to bite your tongue, trying to read the room, and is what you're about to say appropriate to say? Like I said, being the bigger person, not being petty, trying to temper yourself. That might be coming in for some of you this week. Somebody might be pissing you off and you might have to show restraint. Somebody might be pushing your buttons. So be on the lookout for that this week. All right, what else from this deck, Spirit? What else from this deck? Needy. I feel like some of you might be taking care of somebody else, or somebody else might be taking care of you. You know, a lot of us are of service. We're healers. And that means we attract people who need help, or people who they might not even need help, but we feel the need to help them. So just people might want to set up boundaries. You might want to set up boundaries by just saying no sometimes. If you're surrounding yourself with those types of energies. But maybe you're that energy that somebody's trying to set up a boundary for you. Masculine energy. So some of you might have a masculine energy coming towards you. Or you might be the masculine energy. I feel like this is somebody who is going to be present in your life this week. This is somebody who you hold a lot of respect for. Somebody whose opinion matters to you might be coming into your energy this week. Okay, let's do some messages from Spirit. All right. Spend time with a pet. Aww. Spend some extra time with a pet. They say that, and I know this from years ago, that having a pet lowers blood pressure. Having a pet is actually very healthy for you. So if you don't have a pet, maybe this is an indication to adopt one, or this could be an indication to maybe pet sit, or spend some time with your friend's pet, or a loved one's pet. But it's really good for your health, honestly, to spend time with a pet. Rearrange your furniture. Maybe you need time maybe there's an energy blockage in your home. Maybe you need to rearrange your furniture so that there's more flow in your living space. So that's something you might want to research. Feng Shui. What else from this deck, Spirit? What else from this deck? What else do we have from this deck, Spirit? Thank you. This is important, really important message. Prioritize your mental health. Put yourself first. Pay attention to what is coming into your life, what makes you feel good and what doesn't. What brings you happiness and what is sucking the energy out of you. Pay attention to these things. Who leaves you feeling really good about yourself when you are done hanging out? And who makes you feel drained? Maybe it's time to really visit and prioritize people, places, things that aren't working for your greatest good. Put yourself first. You can't feed people if your cup isn't full. So take that downtime. If you don't have the capacity to do something, then take that break. Doing nothing is sometimes the best thing. Use the law of attraction to manifest. Talk it into existence. Act like you already have it. That's what the law of attraction is about. Talk it into existence. Be open to receive, and then be open to receive, because if you talk it into existence, it's going to come to you. If you work hard towards your goals, then be ready to receive. And if Spirit doesn't think that you're ready to receive, then it's not going to come to you. So you really have to be open to receiving the things that you're manifesting. Don't be scared when the things that you wish actually come to you, because they will come. All right, messages of love. All right, from familial love to booty call. It's whoever is coming into your mind when these messages come out. So this can be anybody in between. It could be familial love, partnership, best friend, mailman, who the hell knows, right? Here and now, your true love is already a part of your life. Leap of faith. It's safe to make the move you're considering. Can I have a couple more? Thank you. Interference. An external party is intruding on this relationship. That's a pain in the ass. That could be like in-laws or future in-laws, talking, do you think they're doing this and blah, blah, blah. A hard eye roll. People need to, if they're not in the relationship, then they need to stay out of the relationship. Support. Lean on your inner circle during this time. Trust in the people who you love. They're there for you. Just make sure you can trust them. Some people aren't out for your greatest good. Just make sure you can trust them. Don't give away all your secrets until they have come into fruition. Because as much as you want to be able to say, yes, I can trust everybody in my life, they're all so super awesome. They're not. I hate to tell you, but some of them, when it boils down to it, there's a lot of people who are out for themselves and really want to see themselves succeed. especially in the workplace. So just make sure you're trusting the right group of people, but um, support is always so necessary. Uh, Gosh, where would we be without it? Getting through certain situations. So trust the ones you can. I feel like you guys can tell the ones you can't. Okay, last one. I'm reaching far away. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm on my last deck before tarot, and I'm going to be breaking in a new tarot deck tonight, so that's exciting. I am shuffling right now my last deck for the overall collective energy. Then I will be moving on um, to pulling cards for you guys. I'm going to scroll back up to the top and answer the questions in the order that they were received. You'll know it's your card or your question because I'll read your handle before I ask the question. There's no need to ask a question twice because I go in the order that they were received. What else? This is timeless for the collective. I think that's it for now. Whoop! Holy Moses, it was raining cards there for a second. I think that should be enough. Let's see here. We have the Golden Mirror, self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. So going to the extreme with love yous, presence, going over the top with, you shouldn't have to go over the top with when you are in love with somebody. They should know it by your energy and the way you treat them. Hand of Cards. Take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing your hand, gambling. So there's something somebody's taking a risk on. Is this something that you're not sure of? Maybe somebody that you wouldn't normally be attracted to, but you're taking a risk on, or something that you are doesn't really comply with your normal standards or how you do something. Taking a risk. Healing heart. Healing from heartbreak. Freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. So somebody that is in your energy could be healing, be a healing energy. Give them the time they need to heal. Love them regardless. Everybody needs love. Be gentle, be kind, especially, those with addiction. Healing is really a difficult thing. Working on your shadow self and healing from heartbreak, it's really, if you've been there, you understand. And I think we've all been there. We have Axe. Break up, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. So some of you might be stuck in a cycle. So this might be an indication that it's time to cut somebody off, especially if you're receiving the silent treatment or are in no contact. Then we have Girl Talk. Time with friends. We had that. Support. Lean on your inner circle. So again, some of you need to contact your friends. Time with friends, moving on. Happily single, living in the moment and having fun. So think about your inner circle. Somebody is wanting to hang out with you, to get together with you. Take your mind off of things. All right. That was it. Now I am going to scroll up to the top after I shuffle these cards. Like I said, I got a new deck. We're going to light some more incense. I hope everybody has had a great week. Or weekend, rather. It's only Monday. Let's get this lighted. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And to hit that notification bell. That's going to let you know when I'm going live or posting new readings. Thank you for joining me. I am now in the card pull section of my reading, my live. Just went through the collective reading. So if you missed that, make sure you go back and check it out. There might be something in there that Spirit wants you to hear, something that is relating to you. So make sure you're checking that out. That is absolutely timeless. And now I am going to be moving on to the tarot portion. Now, I was just saying that I got a new tarot deck, so we'll see how this resonates. I was shuffling through it. I cleared the energy. I meditated over it. So it seems to be okay. Now, I am going to be scrolling back up to the top of the chat, and I am going to be answering each question as the order that they came in. So you'll know it's your question because I'll read the handle first and answer it by pulling 2 cards. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. We go with the flow, depending on what Spirit tells me to do. And then I will answer the question and then move on to the next. So be patient. Your question is as important as everybody else's. So I am trying to stay only on for, what is it, about 1 more hour. Okay, my Eagles are on tonight. So thank you for joining me. I'm not wasting any more time here. Don't forget to click on like and subscribe to my channel. Also hitting that notification bell. That's going to let you know when I'm going live or posting new readings. I hope you guys saw your Zodiac's monthly readings. Make sure you're checking them out. Make sure you're smashing that like button and leaving comments. It helps my channel circulate, so it is much appreciated. All right, so I already talked to Alicia regarding her mom, and I didn't even have to pull any cards for that one. I know from experience. Alicia said, my mom died before Thanksgiving and she's still around. And what I told Alicia was, energy is always going to exist. It can't be destroyed. It can be transmuted, but not destroyed. So yes, Alicia, your mom is in your energy, and feel free to talk to her. Feel free to ask her for signs. I'm sure she'd be more than excited to know that you miss her, to know that, if you want to know if she's okay, if you want to know if she is, they'll tell you. It's crazy. But it's lovely being able to keep that energy around you. All right, so, and you're welcome, Alicia. All Ranu says, love you, Sarah. Isha, how are you? Good to see you. Okay, so Isha starting the questions with, please tell me how Cray Cray is doing. Spirit, I'm shuffling for Cray Cray. What's the energy with Cray Cray right now? Shuffling for Aisha. We have the 9 of Cups. Doing well. Feel like they're living their best life. Doing well. The Nine of Cups is emotionally happy, loved. Doesn't get much better than that. Is that it, Spirit? Anything else for Cray Cray? Anything else for Cray Cray? No, we got that? Yeah, Cray Cray is doing just fine. Okay, so Princess Amy 5934 says, can I ask you something? Of course you can ask something. Isha says, please tell me the energy this week I can work with. Okay, the general energy for Isha. What is the general energy for Isha for this week? Healing. I feel like this could also be some kind of addiction. You might be tied to something that, or tempted by something that is not serving you. We have Knight of Pentacles as well. So something could be coming into your energy that is going to serve you over time. This could even be some kind of program or something to heal, some kind of healing energy coming towards you. But it's going to be like an energy that's going to, you're going to need to follow for a long time. Okay, Princess Amy. Is Virgo man the future husband of Pisces woman, even though there has been no meeting between us? Okay, what is the energy there for Princess Amy? Virgo man, Pisces woman in her energy. We have Queen of Pentacles here. And the Knight of Cups. So this person, I feel like you are putting out a lot of energy for this dynamic. This person's coming in and flirting with you, doting on you, giving you a lot of attention. I don't know if it's going to be long lasting, but right now they're giving you the attention that you need. But I feel like you are reading too much into it with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this might be somebody who is younger than you. This could be somebody who is more immature, maybe not younger, but more immature emotionally. Because if you're sitting as the Queen of Pentacles and this person is the Knight of Cups, what does a queen want with a knight? So while they might make you feel good, they're flirty, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be long term. Okay, Princess Amy. Is Virgo man the future husband of Pisces woman? Did we just answer that question? Yeah. We're getting spammed here. Okay, you only have to ask questions once. I answer in the order that they come in, so there's no need to ask a question more than once. He doesn't know me. Well, then how is he going to be your husband? I mean, not to sound like, I just would love to know how that would work. If he doesn't know you, have you introduced yourself? Do you see this person? Like, what's the dynamic there? He doesn't know me, but I know him. I do feel like you're putting, now I know you're putting way too much energy into this dynamic when there isn't anything even established. Okay, so we have Cyan. Hey B, any messages for my trip tomorrow? What's going on there, Spirit? We have the Lovers in the challenge position. Hmm. You might be putting somebody on hold while you go on this trip. Somebody that maybe you have sparked an interest in, or somebody is interested in you and you have to ask them to hold on until you get back. Yeah, I feel like something's on hold. You're waiting for something. Maybe you're because you've been waiting for this trip. But I also feel like this could also be a decision that needs to be made that you're putting off. Before you go, there has to be a decision has to be made that you've been holding off on, or a decision that you're waiting for, something that you're waiting for to come in, some kind of answer. Okay, Princess Amy. Oh, jeez. Princess Amy wanted to spam the chat. Okay, Aisha says, how are things going for you, Sarah? Eh, you know, could be better, could be worse. Keeping my chin up. Trying to stay positive. Thank you for asking, Aisha. Aisha says, what is A currently thinking of me? What is A currently thinking of Isha? Shuffling for Isha. What is A thinking? What's the energy that A has for Aisha? Thank you. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. So I feel like you're not in the spotlight anymore, like the focus is off of you, like, and moved on to something else. And we have the King of Cups in reverse. There's not really an emotional connection here. He's taken you out of the spotlight and the focus is on something else. Okay, so Aisha asks, how is H doing? How is H doing? Spirit, what is the energy between H and Isha? What is the energy there? Okay, so it seems to me there is the Ten of Wands in reverse. So he feels there's a relief. There's a relief there. He's feeling like unburdened, like a weight has been lifted. We have a lot of wands that are in the reverse, which means there's a lack of passion, there's a lack of spontaneity, a lack of creativity. So they might feel a little bit depressed, not themselves. Isha asks, please tell me, what do I need to hear and know? All right, what does Isha need to hear and know? Asking for Isha Spirit wants to know what messages do they need to hear. What? Thank you. Listen for the messages coming in. I feel like your guides, guardian angels, ancestors are trying to tell you something. Pay more attention to the way people interact with you, physical gestures, um, just their overall, use your intuition to receive messages from people. We have the Seven of Swords, so I feel like there's somebody in your energy that is not for your greatest good. Or I'm sorry, that's the Six of Swords. So there might be somebody in your energy that's not for your greatest good because I saw that incorrectly. So be careful with that. But the Six of Swords, something is calming down for you. But I do feel like there are messages or you're not seeing something clearly. Because we also have the Page of Swords in reverse. So watch out for that energy. Nisha says, why can't I quit weed? Oh, well, that might be the devil card with the addiction. So maybe that's what you're struggling with. Nisha wants to know why they can't quit weed. Once you do, though, there's going to be a rebirth. Things are going to change for you. It's something you're going to have to work really hard at. This is the Eight of Pentacles. So you have to work on it for it to come into fruition. But once you do, it's going to be beneficial to you to move on into your next path. Hi, Claire. How are you? It's lovely to see you, too. Thank you. Shamika Udana. Why doesn't N reach out to me seeking help, even though she is going through a hard time? Shuffling for Shamika. Why isn't N reaching out to them? Why isn't N reaching out? Thank you. I feel like they don't want to burden you. We have the Nine of Pentacles. It's a real independent energy. And the Nine of Pentacles is they don't want to burden. They work hard for themselves. They get stuff done on their own. It's how they float through life is doing things on their own, not wanting to bother anybody. And then we have the Judgment. Maybe they're going through a time where they want to be renewed. They want to start over again on their own. Like I said, they don't want to burden anybody. Isha P. For my research topic, shall I stick to the first topic or the second topic? I mean, you know we can't do either or questions on here. I don't even know how to answer that. So I don't even know how to answer that. I can let you know what comes out, and if any of those Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So you know what? The Magician is the number one. So maybe number one is what we're going to go for. The first topic. That's where we came up with that answer. But we can't do either or questions. Isha? Okay, Sagar. Sagarlal? Sagarlal? 9677. Hello. Wyam, hello. How's it going? I am doing well, thank you all. Wyam asks, please can you tell me about Alberto's impression about me? What is Alberto's impression regarding Wyam? What is Wyam's impression, or I mean, it's Alberto's impression regarding Wyam? Oh, this person thinks you are, put you on a pedestal. Really thinks highly of you. Six of Wands. They think you're going to do an amazing job with this presentation. And we also have the Four of Wands. Yeah, this is going to be a cause for a celebration. You might like be rewarded in some way after the presentation. Claire says, please can you let me know what's next since completing a work ending? Okay, what's next for Claire? Let's see. What just came out was the Chariot. So something is moving in the next phase, or the next path is moving in for you quickly. I just heard you're not going to have much downtime. What else for Claire? Please, regarding what's coming in next. Thank you. Knight of Swords in reverse. I feel like right now it's okay to take some time, but there's going to be something coming in that you're going to know it's for you immediately. You might have to seek clarity. It might not be clear at first, like there might be something that's unclear, maybe in the job description, or maybe there's going to be something unclear. Maybe it's the salary. There's something that you're going to question, but this is coming in fast for you. Okay, Wyam says, question please. I want to know about Kareem and April's thoughts about me at work. What are Kareem and April's thoughts regarding Wyam? What are Kareem and April's thoughts regarding Wyam? What are Kareem and April's thoughts? It's so funny because the Emperor came out and that's a boss card. Emperor. So that is the boss energy. I mean, he thinks of you as an employee. He's the boss. I do feel like you're going to be moving places, though. Maybe a promotion or something along those lines. There's a fast energy coming in towards you. YM says, please tell me about Abdurrahman's feelings and intentions towards me. Abdurrahman's feelings towards YM. What are Abdurrahman's feelings towards YM? Thank you. Oof. Hierophant is about taking things to on the next level, or learning lessons, or getting to know something better or somebody better. And then we have the Three of Cups, which is like a celebration. Maybe this person wants to introduce you to their friends and their family, or maybe invite you to a get together, or maybe there's going to be a get together, or they can learn more about you. But I do feel like they want to get to know you better. Just Janelle, hello. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Just Janelle. Oh. Oh my gosh, just today. I'm sorry. Healing energy to you. I am so sorry to hear that. Just Janelle wants to know if there's any messages from Hallie. Any messages from Hallie? The Six of Pentacles. Give and take. The Chariot. I just heard going to get worse before it gets better. But I feel like Hallie looked at you like the Queen of Wands energy, like you were just everything. Everything. Viewed you as just an amazing energy. This is a time where you're going to want to think of memories. But I'm hearing focus on the present. Try to stay present. Oh. So sad. I'm so sorry. Okay, Rezia says, hi, what is Mershed's current feeling? What is Mershed's current feeling? What is Mershed's current feeling? He's feeling victorious. But it's like there's some kind of blocked energy there. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So it's something that's blocked. But he's feeling like a winner, but there's some kind of blocked energy there. Thank you, Rezia. Just Janelle says, does she have any messages for Scott? Does Hallie have any messages for Scott? Knight of Swords. I just heard it's okay to be more vulnerable, to let down your guard. Maybe guard dog. Let down guard. Was there anything else from Hallie for Scott? I really think this is like being playful. It's Five of Swords in reverse. So the Five of Swords in the upright is winning at any cost, and this is just like winning and having fun and enjoying, um, childlike. A lot of swords energy here. Um, Messages, detail, focus. Maybe don't take everything so seriously. Childlike behavior. Okay, so Just Janelle asks, what are Zach's feelings for me? Zach's feelings for Janelle. Zach's feelings for Janelle. Thank you. They're not sure, actually. They haven't decided. We have the Two of Swords in the challenge position. I feel like that they like you, but they haven't decided what the next step is going to be. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. It's very new. So I feel like they are wanting to get to know you, but they're not sure what way to go yet, or how it's going to, which way it's going to go. Okay, Max Chanakya will N and A separate before the end of January. Will N and A separate? Asking for Max. Will N and A separate? Will N and A separate before January? I feel like there's a cycle there that needs to be broken. I'm not sure if it's going to be ending by then, unless somebody speaks up. But I do feel like somebody is caught in a cycle here. Either N or A, they're dragging their feet. Shuffling for YM. Please, I want to know about Dennis and Michael's impressions and thoughts about me. Dennis and Michael's impressions and thoughts about YM. I feel like this might involve somebody at work. I feel like we have the Temperance in reverse. I don't feel like there is much they have to discipline you about, or they just feel like you're a good employee. If this has to do with work, or you're just very, you come in and do your job and you do a good job. There's not really much they have to question. They can count on you. I feel like solutions. You come up with solutions. Yes, solutions. Like even with the solutions, you provide clarity. Sujata Singh Suju. Hello. Okay, Sujata Singh asks, will I get a job this month? If you work towards it, we have the Five of Swords in reverse. So if you're working towards it, and you have to trust and put in the work. High Priestess energy. Putting in the work. There's some kind of cycle that you're in, though. Some kind of cycle that you're stuck in, having to do with employment. So I don't know. I'm not sure what that means to you. My name is Rightish. Oh, hi, Rightish. Great to meet you. Isha says, any clue what can help me quit weed? Isha wants to know what can help her quit weed. What can help Isha quit weed? What can help Isha? You have to want to do it first. Is that something you want to do? It's not helping with your stability. And it makes you unclear. We have the Four of Wands in the reverse and the Queen of Swords in the challenge position. So I don't know how to even I mean, I feel like you have to have the discipline to want to quit first. I feel like swords energy is a disciplined energy, and you have to possess that discipline. So and right now you're kind of like, maybe I do and maybe I don't. Which is why I'm like, do you want to? Because it's like you want to cut it off, but you're not sure. But it is messing with your stability. Maybe your home life, your job, your relationships. That's what I mean when I say stability. Just Janelle wants to know messages for the rest of the week. Okay, Just Janelle wants to know messages. What's coming in for Just Janelle for the rest of the week? Something uplifting, hopefully. Shuffling for Just Janelle. Energy for the rest of the week, please. Thank you. I feel like it's going to be a heavy week for you, unfortunately. We have the Ten of Wands. It's going to feel like it's more than you can handle right now. You're in this Queen of Pentacles energy. So I feel like you are I mean, that's like boss babe energy. Maybe you're taking control of something. Maybe you have a lot going on at work, which might be a good distraction for you. But I do feel like there's a divine masculine coming in towards you. This emperor energy. This could be a boss, but it could also be a father figure or somebody reaching out towards to you who is like a father or who you look up to. This is somebody who you may have relied on heavily in the past. I feel like this is unconditional love in a way. Like somebody that you used to piss off, but they care about you anyway. But this person, I feel like, is guarded, doesn't let you in all that often. See how he has his arms crossed? That's like in when you could, this is a telltale sign that you don't want to let people in. Um, when people stand with their arms crossed. So I feel like this could be somebody that is not ready to let some people in or has a hard time expressing themselves emotionally. That energy might be coming into you this week. You're welcome, Claire. No, I am not from Texas. Shuffling for Edward. Oh, Sujata Singh Suju asked if I was from Texas. Nope, not from Texas. Edward Elliott P9U. Oh, well, I mean, I'm a little crazy. Yes, he said, I just heard you're crazy. I mean, depending who you ask. Anywho, Shamika Udane says, does N still have feelings for me? Does N still have feelings for Shamika, even if she's silent the past few months? They are healing and trying to move on. So even if they do have feelings for you, they're trying to squash them. Okay, Isha says, what are things I can learn from my little brother? How to disconnect with love. We have the King of Cups in reverse, how to disconnect with love. How to, I feel like leading with your head, not your heart. The King of Cups is all about emotion. So, King of Cups in reverse is like leading with your head and trying to, and I feel like you're caught in a cycle here. I feel like you keep picking the same things over and over. So you're stuck in this cycle. You should also ask, what should I do to clear my mind and feel active? You have to put something to end, and there's going to be a rebirth. Self-care with the Four of Swords. And again with the Queen of Pentacles, in reverse. It's like your stability is off right now. Hi, Nelia Maderos, 1452. I am doing well. How are you? Thank you for joining us. I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel. I am Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. Okay, Nelia Maderos, 1452 asks, may I ask what Spirit wants me to know? Spirit, what? Thank you. That went flying. There are lessons that you need to be aware of, lessons that you're going to learn regarding emotional connections, creating emotional connections, and keeping emotional connections. Thank you, Nelia. I'm happy you're here. Thank you for saying that. That means the world to me. So there's lessons that you need to learn regarding emotional connections and keeping emotional connections, and when to let go of emotional connections. So I feel like that's going to be something to work on, is what I just heard. Thank you, Nelia. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay, Isha says, hold on, did I miss her? Does the universe think I am capable of doing all I want? Does the universe, thank you. Knight of Wands. Sure, you have a lot of passion, but it's not, you don't stick with things. Knight of Wands is in and out energy. You have a lot of passion going into things, but you don't stick with it. We have the Page of Wands again. You have a lot of passion when you start off, but you don't stick with it. Okay, Nelia Madera says, connections with whom? Oh, we have one that's in reverse. Connections with whom? We have the Six of Swords, so I guess it could be, I feel like there's people that you have to, or energies in your life that you have to know what's coming in, what's good for you, what you need to leave behind. I feel like it's not just one energy. I have the Six of Wands, which means it's like you're going from a tough time, and I feel like once you clear these energies, then it's going to get calmer for you. What you put into once you learn your lessons from these energies, because we have the justice, being treated fair and unfair. Like, who is treating you with respect and who isn't? Maharguna, hello, what should I know at this time, please? Okay, only a few more minutes. We have my eagles coming on in a second. Oh, there it is. Okay, 7 of Cups. I feel like you're thinking irrationally right now. I feel like some things need to be clarified for you. What else, Spirit, with the 7 of Cups? What does Maharguna need to know right now? Thank you. You are the Queen of Cups energy. People are seeing you as a love, as a loving energy. You might have people coming to you and confiding in you. People see you as a nurturer, somebody who has a lot of love to give, who understands. It's like you have this humility and you're a humanitarian who has a love for all people. And people want to confide in you. People trust you. But on a personal level, I feel like you are thinking irrationally. So make sure you're only thinking about the truth and not what could be. Max Chanakya, should I reach out to N, or is it better to wait until she reaches out to me? I don't know if you should trust her at all. We have the 7 of Swords. That's a manipulative. That's a manipulative energy. Is N somebody you can trust? And we have the 7 of Pentacles. So 7, 7. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Rushing things. I feel like you might want to give it time. I feel like if you rush into this, you might be disappointed. It's too much too soon. Nelia, your tree is so beautiful it spins. Yeah, it does. I love it. Nisha says, thank you so much. Nisha says, what does the universe say I need to do to make my passion last longer and go all the way through successfully? What does Isha need to do to make her passion last longer? Thank you. Seek clarity. Know what you're getting into before you get into it. Get out of your head about certain things. I feel like you romanticize a lot of things and expect things to be a certain way, and when they're not, you give up. And I feel like you need to create an emotional bond between you and your decisions. and reach a clarification or a clarity before you jump into something. Ray Shelley says, oh, how festive. Thank you. Ray Shelley says, I wonder if there's insight to how my interview went today. Spirit, I'm shuffling for Ray Shelley. Shuffling for Ray Shelley. How did their interview go? Thank you. It's about waiting. Waiting now. Three of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to hear something sooner than later. We have the Knight of Pentacles, which could be two things, like it coming in quickly for you, but it could also be an energy of a missed opportunity, and you're going to have to wait for the next one. That could be this Three of Wands. So it could go either way here. It could go either way, honestly. I'm not getting anything from these cards. Let me pull one more. I don't like not having any answer. Like, it was like really not definitive. That was really either or. And I was just saying earlier, I was like, there's no either or. Can I have one more card? How did Ray Shelley's interview go? Seven of Wands. You felt like you had to defend yourself, or you were on the defensive? With the Seven of Wands, protecting yourself, or weren't giving all the information. Holding back is what I'm hearing. Holding back. They felt like you were holding back. You weren't forthcoming. At least that gave a little bit more insight. Just Janelle asks, will I pass my last exam on Thursday? Will I pass my last exam on Thursday? Just Janelle wants to know. Will just Janelle pass the last exam on Thursday? Just Janelle pass the last exam on Thursday. What's in the energy? I don't know. That's a hard one. We just got the Two of Cups in reverse, but that could be you separating from your class. Spirit, what is the energy of changes? The Moon. Changes, hiding something. This is another one that's up in the air. Separating from the class. Changes coming forward. I feel like there's something I don't like not having a definitive, or at least an answer. This is like, why the Two of Cups, Spirit? For just Janelle's last exam. Thank you. I do feel like you are going to pass. I don't think it's going to be easy for you. Make sure you study really hard. You're welcome, Mahaguna. Thank you, Nelia. Southern Girl DeReal says, what does the universe hold for Joshua and Trina's future? There's something blocking the energy there. Something's blocking the energy. To this King of Wands. Something's blocking the energy to this King of Wands energy. There's something that needs to be overcome before you can move forward with this. But I do have to end it here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will be live again, probably on Wednesday. We'll see, depending on if anything comes up. So make sure you're hitting that notification bell. That will let you know when I'm going live or not. And yeah, I hope to see you. I'm definitely going to be on Thursday, but I hope to see you before then. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out. And click on like and subscribe. And I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.